Hello, I'm reading to you, Lee, my new novel, and I'm picking it up on page 92. Dear reader, now don't go thinking that this is going to be a whodunit sort of story, like a TV show with a good start, an exciting build-up, and a satisfying ending, about a damsel in distress, a young girl violated and dumped somewhere, buried alive maybe, about how she got a tube to breathe through, hidden in some dugout hole on the banks of Chagrin Falls. Who did it? Was it the bad guy who took me for a ride, or is it the next bad guy who takes me for a ride, does nasty things to me, hurts me? Enter some seasoned detective, make her a woman with a psychic sixth sense, a woman's intuition, who is so driven by her passion to save innocent girls that she ultimately figures out who did it. There's a chase on, blah, blah, and blah, blah, and blah, blah. And the bad guy's brought to justice, and the young woman either dies or she doesn't. And if she dies, her death wakes the reader up to seeing these girls differently. And if she doesn't die, she saves the day and wakes everyone up to their conscience and more. Blah, blah, and blah. And all is well that ends well. You see these stories all the time on television, in the movies, in the paperback novels crowding the shelves of the big box stores. You get to the end of the book, the end of the movie, the end of the TV series, and you feel good. You got an entertaining ride. Maybe you'll use the book for your next book club read. That would be real, right? I hate to tell you this. I am real. Life is different than the movies, the books. You're not going to get that kind of experience here. You'll get life, more or less real life. I'll tell you about what I think and sometimes what I feel, some flashbacks I have. Just like your life. My life isn't a movie. It doesn't get all wrapped up in a few pages. It doesn't have a beginning, a middle, and a satisfying end. Isn't life more like layers? More like this happens and then that happens, and every morning you get up and your day happens, layered over the last layer? I get up, I'm doing what I'm doing, and my thoughts go reflecting, making associations. It's a long walk, life is, a meandering sort of thing, a going over the same territory but in different seasons, noticing things that weren't there yesterday. Sometimes you're taken for a ride. You don't know what's going to happen. Some rides are dangerous, exhilarating even, and all the time you're hustling to make a living. You do as little work as possible while saving enough free time for your life. Come on, you know that's what life is. You want something different? Go read a book. It's not going to be this book. It's all right with me if you do. Chapter 6. Papa died. What a shock. I didn't even know who he was, and now he's gone. I got a call. I didn't recognize the number. I knew it wasn't a client. They're all listed. Not by name. I give them numbers. You never know who's going to get a hold of your phone. I'm not real clear if it's illegal for the guys to have me, but I know it's against the law for me to be doing what I'm doing. I know the age thing is illegal. The age thing should be. Shouldn't be taking no advantage of no kid. I'm not a kid, though I can dress to look like one if that's what they want. So I got this call and I let it go through, then listened to the message. They tracked me down and somehow. My name must have been in some record somewhere. Mama said she didn't know who he was. She was real tight-lipped about him. The message said he died from a drug overdose. Not a surprise. I always figured I got my yearnings from somewhere. Turns out they were from him. An aunt on my father's side sent me a picture. Papa laying all peaceful in his casket. He looked alive, a kind of beautiful man, blonde hair, all relaxed in his face, lying smooth. I don't know what he looked like alive, but he sure looked good dead. I got a dead father. You wouldn't think you'd miss somebody you never know. You wouldn't think so, but I do. I didn't feel him till now. I guess when people who make you leave, you're bound to feel sad no matter what. No matter what, you still got their DNA. You got their strands that make you kin. The bloodlines, they stay tangled. Feeling connected to the plants, the trees, the deer at night, that's easy. Easier than feeling connected to my people. It turns out it still hurts when they die, whether you knew them or not. Something in me knew him all along. I've been feeling bad for days. I'm quiet, real quiet inside. Morning comes, then daytime, and nighttime, and morning comes, then daytime, and nighttime. It's all happening in another room somewhere. I'm in this room, and everything else is in another room, next door like. The doors are open between the rooms. I look over and I see life going on in there. I don't want to comment on it. It isn't where I am. No smoking guy and I, we had a conversation. It went like this. My father died, I said. Ah, he walked on, he said. No, I said, he died. Ah, he's gone into the next world, he said. No, he died, I said again. Nothing dies. Energy never dies. Come here, sit with me, he said. I was already sitting. I didn't know what he wanted. He never wanted nothing from me but haircuts. He pointed to his futon. He sits on it during the day and sleeps on it at night because, like I told you, he's on oxygen. He's got to sleep propped up so he can breathe. I sat next to him. Close your eyes, he said. I closed my eyes. I trust him much as I trust anyone, and more than some. Put your hands on your lap and relax. Now rest into your breathing. I was already breathing, so I continued. He mumbled this and that, and I kept breathing. I'd never done this breathing thing when I wasn't scared of a danger in a room. Everything got quiet inside, then changed to sadness. I could see the sadness, a big old foggy oval thing inside my chest. Outside me too it was. I kept breathing with it just like he told me. I could have sat like that forever. Maybe I did. All right, now open your eyes. We're done. That's what's called meditation. You can do it anytime, anywhere. Get quiet, stay awake, and notice what you notice. When you get good at that, start noticing yourself noticing. I've been doing it every morning since Papa died. I do it when I wake up in the middle of the night, too. 15 minutes, half hour, I sit propped up on my pillow until I get sleepy. Next thing I know, I'm waking up, the baby's crying, the cat's kneading my back. It's still winter here. It's still cold. Winter lasts a long time in this town. It isn't a chapter. It's a long, long, long frozen epic poem. Crisp words, short, brittle sentences that don't even rhyme. Dark until after 7 most mornings. Thank God for neon lights to break up the darkness. The names on all the stores are lit up red. Some are white, some yellow. The way in Subway is a bright yellow. The green circle of Starbucks smiles down on me as I pass by. Trees are as bare as can be. Feels like I've been back from Santa Fe forever, even though it's only been a month. Time's playing tricks on me. Ever since my papa died, I've been in a fog. I get up, I get dressed, I do what I gotta do. I get up, I get dressed, I do what I gotta do, each day going by. I don't feel much. February is a short month, but it's a long, long month here. There's a way in which I don't care, a way that I don't remember not caring before. I don't care what people do to me. I just lie there. I've always done it for the money. Now I do it for the money and the flat of it. I've been sitting and meditating like No Smoking Guy showed me, doing it every morning. No matter what time I get to sleep, I've been waking up at 3:30, sometimes 4:30 in the morning. Since Papa died, I kind of come to home in my bed. I got these things happening, strange things. The other day I'm sitting and all of a sudden this part of me is looking down on me, all friendly and smiling. It says, I'm going to miss you when you're gone. I'm going to miss the way you are so specific, the you of you. It was like some bigger part of me was talking to me. No Smoking Guy taught me about evolution. It was like a bigger, evolved part of me right next to me. I was me, and I was also looking at me. I'll miss you when you're gone, it said again. It felt kind of like how I miss my papa now, except this thing looking at me knows me. I don't know my papa. I didn't know my papa, and he didn't know me. But it's as close as I can describe the feeling coming from this big other me. Okay, we're stopping on page 99, and I thank you for continuing to listen. I'll read again tomorrow. Bye-bye.